Flashback. How does Great DCP Abba Kyari legally took over slain suspect properties and pocketed millions of naira as rent? Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. On Monday, Flashbck emerged on how suspended Super Cop and former commander of the intelligence response team, DCP Abba Kyari, as well as his deputy ACP Sunday Uber, allegedly received combined 4.2 billion naira in their separate bank account. The details are a part of a report sent to the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. According to the Drug Enforcement Agency, not less than 1.4 billion naira passed through Kyari's account while he was commander of IRT. However, Kyari's deputy Uba received far more than him, as not less than 2.8 billion naira was traced to his 8 bank account. In 2019, the IRT and Elite Crime Busting Squad led by the suspended officer came under fire over his fraudulent takeover of multi-billion naira properties owned by Collins Ezenwa, a suspected kidnapper killed by the police the previous year. After conducting the separate investigation, the National Human Rights Commission, NHRC, and Amnesty International had accused Kyari's IRT of gross human rights abuses and illegal expropriation of suspected proceeds of crime. In a petition to Ibrahim Idris, the then Inspector General of Police, Amnesty International has said that the Kyari-led team had been maltreating Ezenwa's wife while depleting his assets, which included a 222 million hotel in Enugu and 8 apartments worth about 180 million naira. These were properties that were identified as of the time the petition was sent to Idris on October 23, 2018, and they did not include the fleet of exotic vehicles that Ezenwa owned. According to Amnesty International, the alleged kidnapper was killed by the police squad, Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS, in Imo State, but in a desperate plot to have access to his properties, Kyari and his men had taken over the case. Damian Ugu, a researcher with Amnesty International, told Premium Times that RRT started aiming for Ezenwa's property immediately he was killed. Because of their unlimited powers in the police, the GBC took over the case from Imo State Command, started identifying possible access of Mr. Ezenwa shortly after he was killed, Ugu said. They threw his wife and infant son out of some properties, including his hotel, and started collecting rent from them. More than a year later, they have not approached any court for an order to confiscate his properties. Our findings show that they were just collecting rent and putting the money in private accounts for their own use. Ezenwa's wife, who was 4 months pregnant when her husband was killed, gave birth on June 17, 2019 and was arrested less than 2 months after. She was whisked to Lagos by Kyari's men and detained for 2 weeks. Mr. Ezenwa revealed that Kyari ordered her release on the ground that she returned in all the original documents of the properties. Ugu also revealed that several family members and associates of the deceased were also arrested and victimized in the process. Although Kyari denied the allegation of victimizing the deceased wife, he claimed to have the right to confiscate her husband's properties. Now, wow! Hey! I talk and say if they drill this man, more go come outside. Westin go make people say, bring am, make we stone am. No! Abba! Hey! See how I'm screaming my lungs out. This man is a graduated thief indeed. He will never go unpunished in this life and in hell, and in the land of departed spirits of the wicked. Man, things they happen, no. On this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.